Welcome along to this full ship tour and walkthrough of Norwegian Jewel. Andy from Addicted to Ships and Trips here. Let's start on Deck 6 and Tsar's Palace, the largest of the two main dining rooms on board. You'll need to enter Tsar's Palace from the aft stairwell on Deck 7. As you can see, lots of these Fabergé eggs, lots of light coming in, and superb aft views in this restaurant. On to Azura then, the smaller of the two main dining rooms. Midship stairwell to enter. Smaller, more intimate main dining room available for you here. As we move on through Deck 6 then, first of all, Maltings. And if you're fancying a martini, this is the place for you. Directly outside Le Bistro, Magnum's Champagne and Wine Bar serves exactly what it says on the tin. And for you cigar lovers out there, here is the Humidor Cigar Lounge. Right next door then is Le Bistro, so let's pop on in and take a look. If you like your French cuisine, this is certainly something that you should check out. A personal favourite of mine, exquisite. Moving on from Le Bistro then, Jewel Casino. Plenty of machines, plenty of tables. You've got the cashier and the bar and the players club all available. Lots and lots of available choice if you're looking to play when you're out at sea. And lastly, at the very forward of Deck 6, this is the Stardust Theater. As the theatre is based on Decks 6 and 7, let's exit out of the theatre on Deck 7. And that takes us into Bliss Ultra Lounge. Various entertainment throughout the day. Cosy, welcoming space. And that leads us to the oriental section of the ship. The sake bar leads into Chin Chin Asian restaurant. Right alongside you also have the sushi bar. And then as you walk through Chin Chin, you will find the entrance to Teppanyaki, the hibachi style restaurant where the food and entertainment is right in front of your very eyes. Moving on further then from the aft to the forward of the ship, we get to the Atrium. The popular Atrium Café and Bar. You have a Tides gift shop in here as well. And that leads us on to the restaurant reservations and guest services. And then the shore excursions and cruise next desks and the beautiful crystal style ceiling of the Atrium. Moving on then, we come to the photo gallery on board. If you've had any of your pics snapped throughout the week or however long you're on board, then this is the place for you to come to grab your copies of those photos. Trade winds, tax and duty free on this side of the ship. On through the other side of the lobby then, we have the art gallery and the internet cafe side by side. You also have a wraparound promenade deck on deck 7. Please note there is no running, it is only walking. You can find the jogging track on a higher deck, which we'll come to in a little while. On to deck 8 then, and there is accommodation at the forward and the aft of the ship, so this is the only venue you will find on deck 8. Midship, this is Ocean's Bar and Grill. Complimentary venue on board and open 24 hours, so whenever you need your fix of chicken wings or whatever else you fancy, this is always open. Like deck 8, deck 11 has mostly accommodation right throughout the ship, but at the very forward you'll find the bridge viewing room. So we'll have a very quick sneak peek in here. Upper deck 212 then, this is Mandara Spa area. If you're looking for a thalassotherapy pool session or a massage, that is the place for you. Moving on, we come to the library on board. Quite a light, open space, but also small enough to feel cozy. You can have a quiet moment in here whenever you want to. And right next door we have the card room. Various board games available in the corner of the room, which you will see shortly. Quite a nice little snug area, but again, plenty of light coming in from the reasonably sized windows. And here is a selection of those board games available. Across the lobby then we come to Pulse Fitness Centre, or the gym on board. Lots and lots of machines and free weights available. And moving back across to the other side of the ship again, next door to the library and the card room, you have Perspectives Photography Studio. This is the main pool area on deck 12. 2 pools, various hot tubs, a stage in the middle for performances, loads and loads of sunbeds available as well. As we swing on round then, this is Topsiders. An extension to the Garden Café or buffet. This outdoor area serves hot dogs, burgers and much more. So from Topsiders then, let's move on inside, and you have firstly Splash Academy. This is for babies of 6 months up to children of 12 years old. And then for kids 13 and above, you have Entourage. Part of Entourage is the video arcade. Moving out of the arcade then and taking a right brings us to the Garden Café, the main buffet on board. As you'll see in the corner here, there are drinks machines where you can get coffee, hot water, juices and the like. At the time of filming, this was the breakfast setup. Many stations available for food. There are also several drink stations available in the buffet. There's another drink station approaching right here. And then around to the right you have a juice station and another drink station as well. Plenty of tables available, although you can really fight for space. On outside then, this is the Great Outdoors, another extension to the buffet. Entrance via the aft elevator lobby within the Garden Café area. This is La Cucina, a for-fee or specialty restaurant for your Italian fare. On to deck 13 then, this is the very aft of the ship. Let's pop on inside and take a look at the sports court. Set up for soccer, basketball, amongst other things. As we make our way towards the forward of the ship then from the aft, there is also a golf driving range. Draughts or chests on the floor as well, as you can see. That is on both the port and the starboard side of the ship. Let's just do a loop around the jogging and walking track. There is the other draughts or chessboard, and there's also shuffleboard on the floor here as well. Another golf driving range, and that brings us back round to the sports court. Moving inside on midship of deck 13, then you have both Cagney's and Moderno back to back. Let's start with a look at Cagney's, the onboard Steakhouse. Next up, we'll move into Moderno, which shares this space with Sugarcane Mojito Bar, also a specialty restaurant. You can dine a la carte or as part of a dining package. Starting then at the mid of 13 now, let's take a walk forward. First up, right here, is Pit Stop. Moving across, here is the smoking area on board the ship. The one and only, apart from the humidor lounge, which is for cigars only. And at the very forward of deck 13, you have the Spinnaker Lounge. Lots of entertainment held in here throughout the day, especially in the evening, and this also becomes the nightclub from around 11:30 or midnight each night. This also acts as a really nice observation lounge as well. As we head out of Spinnaker Lounge then, we will take a right and then directly alongside our steps up to sundeck above on deck 14. So this is the forward sundeck. Views down to the pool area below on 12. And quite a large space to be utilised. When it's nice weather in the Caribbean, plenty of space for those sunbeds to take up. As you'll see, that wraps around, and next up, let's go to the aft of the ship for the sun deck there. Back to the forward of the ship then, and this leads up to deck 15, which is a quiet sun deck area. Please consider subscribing to the channel and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you are the first to be notified when new content drops. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next upload. Bye now.
Dum da da dum.